welcome to Tedious Tech. Today we are going to install Kali Linux on a virtual machine. So before going to install Kali Linux on a virtual machine, we'll just go and check out what are the system recommendations to install this operating system on your machine or on your desktop, on whichever you are choosing your platform. So I'll just go to Chrome and we are going to check these requirements on its official website. So just type Kali Linux system requirements and hit enter. So first link there is that is single boot Kali Linux documentation. Just open it and here you will see installation prerequisites, and there are requirements of a minimum 20 gigabytes of hard disk space for your Kali Linux installation. After that, RAM for both 32 and 64-bit architectures, minimum 1 gigabyte and recommended is 2 gigabyte or more. So you have at least of 2 gigabytes of RAM to install this operating system. So after that, CD or DVD drive should support your computer, otherwise a USB should support your platform. So why this? So to install your operating system, you should have at least a CD DVD drive or a USB drive. After that, they have said that download Kali Linux and burn the Kali Linux ISO to DVD or Kali Linux live bootable USB to USB. Ensure that your computer is set to boot CD USB in your BIOS. Okay, so these are the steps to installation. So without wasting time, we'll just go and do the installation procedure. I'll go to VirtualBox over here and I have created one Kali Linux. So I'll just go to settings and I'll show what I have used settings to install this. So I'll just go to system and here I use 2 gigabytes of RAM, and I'll go to storage and Kali Linux.vhd 100 gigabytes of virtual size. Actual size is 202 kilobyte. So why this? So because I have selected dynamically allocated size. What dynamically allocated size do is how much memory you are acquiring, that much memory only it allows you to use up to the limit you have chosen. So I'll just open this Kali Linux and I'll add ISO file of Kali Linux and I'll choose this one and I'll start my installation. So I won't choose the live, I will choose in graphical installation. So we'll just maximize the screen and I'll try to select. Okay, just wait for a while. Switch. Okay, you have to choose your language. Just select continue and this is for your location. I'll set India and this is key map to use. Basically all are using American English, so we'll just select continue. It is detecting and loading additional components from the installation media which I have inserted. Just wait for a while. Okay, so we have done with the loading, and after that configure the network part is here. Host name is curly, so I'll set it by default, and I'll use a domain name of home network PC. I'll just set continue, and full name of the user, I'll give your username, user underscore name. I'll just click on continue. Username for your account, I'll just give user, set continue. So password procedure over here, so I'll give password host at 123. Okay, continue. So it is setting up the clock and configuring the clock. Desks now. So we are here. There are four options actually to install this Kali Linux on your system. So I'll just select a manual installation. If you'll select guided use entire disk, then it will use your whole hard disk. And if you use guided use entire disk and set up LVM, it will set up a LVM for your machine. And if you have choose this option, use entire disk and set up encrypted LVM, so it will set up an encrypted LVM for you. I'll just select a manual installation, and I'll select my hard drive. Create a new empty partition, yes. Okay, so we have got 117.4 gigabytes of free space. I'm just going to click on continue, and after that create a new partition. I'll give size of 25 gigabytes, and I'm going to click on continue. Primary, of course, not the end, it could be beginning. And yes, obviously it is of the root partition. And second partition I would like to create is of 80 gigabytes logical and beginning. I'll just hit a back, and this 2.4 gigabytes will go to swap. Continue, logical, not ext4, it will be my swap. Continue, just hit a back, and again go back, finish partition and write changes to disk, hit on continue. Write changes to disk, yes, continue, and just wait for a while to install this on your system. Installing your system right now, copying data to your disk. So So here we have done with the installation. So here we have done with the installation and use the network mirror. So I'll just select a no and set continue. Configure the package manager. So it will configure the packages. Installing Grub Bootloader. What it does is it will load up or it will boot up your system. This is the most important thing. Install Grub Bootloader to the master boot record. Yes, continue. Okay, I'll select my hard drive. Finishing up the installation. So we have completed the installation. It says installation is complete. So it is time to boot into your new system. Make sure to remove installation media so that you boot into a new system rather than restarting the installation. Okay, so I'll select continue and again it is finishing the installation, running removing live packages over here. This function just removes the live packages which were used for installation. And I'll just resize my screen and we'll wait for the completion of Linux installation. So installation is now completed and we'll just go into device and okay, the installation media is automatically removed and we'll hit the full screen. So your new system is booting up. Just wait for it to boot it up. Okay, here is the logo of Kali Linux. Kali login. We are booting up to our main Kali Linux OS, and here you have to give your username and password. Host at 3123. Okay, login. So login in Kali Linux was successful, and now here is your new Kali Linux desktop.